It has a very typical fragrance of floral attar to it. So it's that rose with a hint of herbal oil. Namaste all you fragrant people, and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So today we have another incense by Sandesh. This is Mudra. It says premium incense sticks. It's a very nice packaging. It's white, red and gold. And we have Mudra written in very many Indian languages. We have Mudra written on both the openings. And we have this incense which is... oh, I don't see the weight or the price on this. Of course, you'll see it on the screen somewhere. And of course, you can get this from scentingsecrets.com because it says for export only. So that's what it says, and you get it at scentingsecrets.com. Apply the code DJ7 to get an additional 7% discount. And please go check out the Sandesh, the Scenting Secret website. You'll get very many very nice incenses out there. So this is what we get inside: a pouch which is like branded on one side and clear on the other. And the incenses will be what, around 15 incenses or so, something like that. So that's what we have. It's a hand rolled incense. It's very thin, and a very little masala is there, but comes across more as a dipped incense. And it's a usual 9-inch incense. So going by its length, it's there, going to be there, going by its length and the thickness, it's going to be there for 45 minutes or so, 40-45 minutes. And the bamboo core is pink. It's dark pink, that magenta pink we really like. So it's like that, and it's sturdy and smooth, and it's quite a lot. In the other incenses it was just a little bit, but in this it's quite a lot. It's very thin, and it's like that. And it has a very typical fragrance of floral attar to it. So it's that rose with a hint of herbal oil, that kind of fragrance this is. It's a floral with a pronounced note of rose to it. That's what my nose can pick up. And the herbal oil fragrance, which I somehow don't like, because I liked it with that the copal fragrance, because it came across as a blend of marigold, which somehow with this I don't like it. But somehow this still come across as a pleasant fragrance. So that's what we have in the top note. Now when we light up the incense, the fragrance comes across as a floral incense, which the sweetness that was there, So it has a slight sweetness to it, very slight. It's light, it's that floral sweetness, if you may say, that kind of sweetness, which is like the sweetness is just at the heart somewhere. So the more pronounced note that you get is that of a floral. So it's a very typical floral fragrance. Yeah, so that's what the fragrance note is, a floral with a hint of sweetness to it. If we talk of intensity, the intensity is a little less than mid-mild. So it's neither very mild nor in the mid. So it's somewhere in between that, just a little bit less than the mid-mild. So if I have to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, it'll fall somewhere around 4, because 5 is the mid. So it comes across at 4. That's the kind of intensity this has. If we talk of diffusion, the diffusion was in my entire house. So the diffusion capacity is good. You might want to light it up in an open space or in a large space where you want the fragrance bubble is more clear, more pronounced, nearer to the incense, and as you go away it fades, but then the diffusion is still there. So you do get the fragrance, but not at the intensity like you have near the incense. So that's something. So if you have a gathering, and where you have, it's a very sophisticated kind of a gathering where you have people who will do some kind of reading, or probably you'll have some kind of spiritual session, then you might just want to light this up in a corner somewhere, and the entire house will have, and the entire space will have a nice floral sweet fragrance which is like nice and mild, which will be bearable to everyone, because that's the kind of fragrance this is. It's most people would like this. Of course, I'm not talking of people who do not like incenses at all, but most people would like this kind of fragrance. That's the kind of, it comes across as a nice, pleasant fragrance which most people will like. Because usually the florals sometimes do tend to get in your face, but this is not like that. It's nice and pleasant. If we talk of retention, the retention was for around what, 3 to 4 hours. That's the kind of retention. The active retention was for around 1 to 2 hours, and the passive retention was around 3 to 4 hours. So that's the kind of retention this was. If you like floral fragrances, and if you have tried many floral, you want to try one more floral fragrance, just you might want to try this. Visit scentsingsecrets.com and get this, and apply the code DJ7 to get additional discount of 10%. And if you have tried this incense, just let me know what has your experience been with this. To me, this comes across as a nice, average, pleasant incense, not something that I would want to reach out for if I'm going out looking for an incense. If I've run out of incense, this is not something that I'm going to go for. So to me, this is a 3-star incense, but it's an export quality, incense. So I'm sure it's going to be really good, and people who like floral incenses will like this. So that's the review that we had today. Now, the quiz that we had last time was bay leaves are a favorite of which god? So of course Shiva. Bay leaves, of course we know that bay leaves are associated with Shivji. So there are many incenses in the market with Bel Patra, and I think even Phool has a Bilva or Bel Patra, something like that, which is of course which you might want to offer to Shivji, because Bel Patra is his favorite. So that's the quiz that we had last time. The quiz that we have today is name the Indian tree which gives a resin after the tree has been lying dead for a while. That's the quiz for today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something from it. If you think somebody else can learn something from it too, share it with them. If you liked it, give it a like. This is Dolly Jha here, and I thank you so much for watching this episode. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself.